Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a simple short recap on the new chapter of Shingeki no Kyojin, or you could call it Attack on Titan, which is on chapter 92. When I read this chapter, I was pretty lost at first, but eventually, because I actually had to do some research on last month's chapter, which was like the chapter before this one, I did not realize there was a major time skip which is like a time skip of 4 years, which I go like, are you for real? At first, but if anything else, let's go. In this chapter overall, it is just like the attack against like a certain country, and eventually all I can say right now, it just ended with Marley's victory, Following the destruction of the Middle East Union's fleet, they were forced to sign a peace treaty. But there wasn't much, there was a price to be paid, Apparently, in this battle, all I can see here is just a bunch of Titans being used as kamikaze, being launched from the air. And Reiner, pretty much himself, who's involved with this war, hates walls. But Zeke reminds him that this war started because we failed our mission. And I think that mission he mentions was like 4 years ago, and that's against the Survey Corps, That's where Levi kicked the living out of Zeke's butt, etc. We all know that. Not to mention losing Bertolt, etc. And Annie Leonhardt throughout those 4 years, etc. I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. Speaking of where this is going right now, of course, Reiner becomes the shield while Zeke becomes the attacker. But of course, there are weapons that are piercing Reiner's armored titan ability, hardening skin, etc. And that he fell down he was having trouble and Zeke helped him out. But eventually, there was cannon fire launched to Zeke and Reiner became the shield and his titan form really became useless or just died out apparently, which really, really sucked for him. And it ends with the chapter where Zeke is still left standing while Reiner's titan form is literally taking damage and falls down. So overall in this chapter right now, all I can really find it's just a simple war. It's a simple warlike chapter that was lasting for about 4 years, And I'm thinking in my mind, so we have another time skip, and you introduce these new characters right now who will have a role to play that might be the antagonist or possibly the root antagonist or side characters that might have a role to play. Which I'm trying to understand, in these new Eldian kids who's going to be the successors of these other Titan forms. I'm trying to ask myself, where is this series going right now, I'm not trying to be a total D-bag or a jerk about it, but right now, where is it trying to go right now? Because after the fight with the Servant Corps and the Beast Titan, Armor Titan, and Bertolt, and of course, it is one with the Servant Corps victory. And now it's 4 years into the future right now with the war with another country or union because of Reiner and Zeke's failure of fulfilling a certain mission. But right now, of course, the message ends off in a certain translation, possibly, it might be wrong, that the founding power of the Titan is really needed right now. The era of where the Titans ruled the world is now useless because of how they have artillery and weaponry to damage Titans now, and it's causing major pain for Marley's faction right now, etc. So, yeah, I'm trying to wonder where this series is going where the Shingeki no Kyojin or Attack on Titan is going right now, because apparently after seeing 4 years into the future and what is 1 year past with the Servant Corps killing all the Titans, and now it's 4 years for Marley's war, which caused the war might have been caused by Reiner and Zeke's failure of a mission, getting the coordinate or the founding Titan power, etc. So at first I'm thinking in my mind, where is this really going right now? I'm kind of confused, though. I think I'll get the sense of it later, but for the time being, I'm just kind of lost for the time being for a little bit. So you could say that I am confused. I don't know where this series is really going to go, but one thing for sure, it's possibly looking confusing and not so good for certain audience people, especially me myself. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So alright, I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, peace out. Bye bye. Toodaloo.